All right, so this comes from My Northwest, man. Washington State House passes bill banning open carry at protest state capitol. Now, I totally get the reason why they're doing this because at the state capitol, you again MAGA and the Blue Lives Matter crowd. You have to understand the reason why they're doing this. I get it, but banning open carry at protests. Do you know what that means? That means that not only is that an infringement on the Second Amendment, and even banning open carry at the state capitol is an infringement on the Second Amendment. But the thing about it is, it also hurts minorities because when the Black Panther Party was open carrying in California, for example, where we know how that turned out, the Black Panther Party and various other groups out there open carry to protect minorities from white nationalists and from white supremacists. And there are some people out there who are not white people who just want to open carry or just carry a gun on them to protect themselves, which is an American right. Not only American right, it is your right as a human being to protect yourself. And people have guns, so I expect you to have a gun to protect yourself with, and your family and your loved ones. So this gun control bullshit, it is not designed to protect you. It is designed to control you because the main part of gun control is control. I am pro BLM and I'm saying this shit. So MAGA, Blue Lives Matter, and someone who's pro BLM are on the same side, on the same issue. I want to be able to carry guns just like you. That way, if you act up, I have the same shot at ending you as you do ending me. I want to be able to protect myself because an armed society is a polite one. When everyone in the room is armed, nobody wants to fire the first shot because the chances of you making it out of that scenario are slim to none. That's why people tend to not act out if everyone's armed. That's why if you go to the South, you do notice that people are very, very friendly until they can get you alone, right? So again, I want you to understand the problem with bills like this is that it is designed to protect you when really it's designed to hurt you. Because if the Second Amendment was designed for a well-regulated militia, even if you want to go for the whole, it was a well-regulated militia, you can't have anything but muskets. Even if you want to go that route, right? Telling me that I can't open carry at the state capitol isn't that going even against that? It's unconstitutional. Period. Banning open carry at protests. Excuse me. So now people are going to just conceal carry. So when something pops off, now you don't know who has guns. Let's get into the story. It's just unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Published March 29th, 2021 by Nick Bowman at mynorthwest.com. I want to get some more local news or some more local news media sites because again, I want to give them some love, and because I know that my channel is actually blowing up. I'm getting more and more views. So I just want to give them, a big shout out to, and also in return, I hope they would do the same, but it's not really required. The Washington State House passed a bill Sunday banning the open carry of firearms at or near permitted public demonstrations or on the Capitol campus in Olympia. At or near permitted public demonstrations. What the fuck is permitted? Permitted. The First Amendment says there's no such thing as permission. Permission. In addition to prohibiting openly carried weapons in the state capitol or on the capitol's grounds, the bill would bar people from carrying weapons either on their person or in their vehicle while attending a permitted demonstration at a public place or while being within 250 feet of a permitted demonstration. An amendment accepted on the state Senate floor exempted people who are openly carrying firearms on private property that they own or lease within that 250-foot buffer zone. So that is nice to have. So let's say that you live in an apartment complex, or you live on your own property. Your property is covered, or your property that you're leasing at is actually covered. And I do like that. I do like that you can do that, and the cops can't do anything to you for doing that. But the problem with that is, let's say that you're standing outside of your apartment complex, right? and the protest comes near your place, and you happen just to be standing outside. Let's say that you're listening to some music, you're just smoking, or just having a conversation, or you're just wanting to go watch from the outside of your freaking apartment or your house, and it comes near you, and you happen to have your gun on you. Is that going to be a problem then because the protest is moving towards you, or are you covered or what? See, these are the kind of questions that should be answered within those bills before you just sign things out there. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, when first brought up, the bill would have banned open carrying within 1,000 feet of a demonstration. It was later amended in the state Senate's Law and Justice Committee to reduce that buffer zone. Protests that don't have a permit are also not covered under the ban. Wow. Protests that don't have a permit. Think about the First Amendment and think about what this is actually implying. Let's say that a group of black people says we're gonna go protest and we don't want a goddamn permit. Why does my people need a goddamn permit to protest when you had us as fucking slaves here? Do you see the racism in damn gun control? Do you see this shit? Do you not see how this is mostly gonna be used against goddamn black people? Approved protest. What the fuck is a goddamn approved protest? Let's say that a black man is just open carrying and he happens to be wearing pro Black Lives Matter gear, and he's standing on the outside of his freaking house or his apartment complex, because I know many apartment complexes who tell you cannot smoke on the inside of your freaking apartment. So many people stand out. So it is not unusual, especially in places like Seattle, to see people standing on the outside of their freaking balconies or outside just period smoking, right? Because they can't smoke on the inside of their freaking apartment. And suppose you are open carrying, like I typically do, because I have a holster that I carry right here on my side. I open carry here in Washington State. It's an open carry state. In any other scenario, you can open carry here. But suppose I walk outside and I'm wearing this jacket here. I'm a pagan, but it says I can't breathe and fuck racism as a pro BLM Black Panther. Right? Suppose I walked outside with that, and a protest is happening out. It is occurring in the park that's near my place, and it moves over to my place. Happen to be open carrying, happen to be standing outside. Do you not see how that's setting me up to get shot by a fucking cop? Do you not see that? Do you not see that? Unbelievable. People don't realize this is going to hurt the Black Panthers. Groups like the Black Panthers. Yeah, sure. Open carrying was definitely a problem with white supremacists, but it was a fucking necessity for the Black Panthers. Anyone who doesn't get that, first of all, if you're fucking white, I don't want to hear that shit. All right. Second of all, if you don't get how laws like this are used to target black folk, that you clearly don't know history. You cannot say in one breath that the police are targeting black people, and I totally agree with that. Absolutely. They fucking are. I think a good bit of them are fucking racist, to be quite honest with you. But when you look at this shit, there's no way you're telling me this is not going to be used against black people. You got a bunch of white liberals who do stupid shit like this, who pass stupid ass laws like this, not realizing that the people who you claim to be protecting, the people who you claim to speak for, the people who you claim are getting abused by these cops. If I wanted to open carry to protect myself from those same cops while also protesting, then what option did you just give me? Your gun control, once again, just fucked over someone like me, because now I can't even open carry. Meaning that cop shows up, I'm at a protest, I'm dead. Thank you. I'm so glad that you're allies. And it really makes me wonder about you sometimes. It really fucking does.